I'm gonna wait for
Nintendo presents The Legend of Zelda.
Ah. Is it time?
Ooh.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
I love how this opens like an old French movie. Well bien. To the Tales of the Kingdom.
Anyways.
Mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you here tonight.
So hi everybody. And welcome to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's finally here.
Sit back, relax, pull up a torch.
I'm gonna
As the strange gloom proudly presents
The strange gloom
your
keeps,
death.
The strange gloom keeps getting thicker, and so does she.
I do think Zelda's a little thicker in this game.
Damn right, and
think
good for her.
I know.
What could be down here?
Well, but if it was just like her, like she was an actual human being and just like changing over time, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Hell yeah, good for you.
It's
But
completely.
instead, I just think of the male game developers who are like, God, her tits and ass just aren't big enough.
It's true.
I did love getting into this, and you have all your hearts.
Yeah. Yes. So I was talking to Patrick a bit off screen. By the way, in case this is the first episode we're releasing, I'm here with my buddy Patrick.
Well, how in the world are you?
And I was talking to him about how in preparation for this game, I binged Breath of the Wild from beginning to end.
I saw his fully decked out house and his entirely filled inventory with every outfit.
With every heart, every shrine was done.
You know, I have full stamina as well.
Oh god, yeah.
I found this a little bit confusing. The top of her pants feel like they're leggings. But then they're like wrinkles down below. And then there's also some like wrinkles up above. So I'm confused. Are these leggings? Are they just like perfectly stitched to her body?
Let's go solve this mystery.
Where do I buy them is what I'm wondering.
She is the princess of Hyrule, a kingdom that no longer exists.
Oh yeah, it probably was made specifically for her.
Yep, tailored directly to her ass.
Very cute. I like
also, I love I love getting to actually hang out with Zelda a little bit.
For pretty much everyone, that means this is like a dramatic irony. It's really nice to hang out with Zelda some.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
The Master Sword. Oh god. It's glowing. Yes, it must be sensing something.
your voiceover is giving me like hentai.
I knew we had reason for concern.
Oh, I knew we had reason for concern.
What kind of hentai have you been listening to? Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. Yeah, since the end of the calamity, it's fallen into neglect. Definitely not the disaster that happened here.
You know what I just noticed?
I never could have
Their outfits are perfectly matching.
Yes,
Her berets and her hair and her eye color also match his hair tie and
interesting.
earring.
I didn't pick up on those details, but I do know that they're wearing blue because it's part of the champions thing from the first game. We must be careful as we move deeper. I don't want you to jizz inside me.
Oh my god. I'm Mormon. Don't move. Just stay there.
Do our audience know about soaking?
I'll have my friend shake the bed for us.
Examine. Link, look here.
Did you catch that last little bit?
Have my friend shake
The bed.
Oh
That is
my
100%
God.
a thing. Instead of the people using their own muscles to fuck each other, they would place one's member inside of another's member cave.
Is this what people wanted from their Tears of the Kingdom playthrough?
Sure. You know what I'm missing in every other Tears of the Kingdom playthrough?
Talk about soaking.
Talk about Mormon sex, please.
Alrighty, and we got the Zonai.
I hope you weren't intending to read every one of these.
Oh God, no.
I don't think I have the
Dude,
ability.
I know the story
I think everybody does.
at this point. I'm sure there's Zonai in origin. Yes. Time of earliest legend, blah, possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. It's not freaking Skyward Sword at all.
Are you sure?
I'm totally sure.
Are you sure?
Yes. Unless they're massively rewriting.
I mean, it's
All of
not
it.
in Hyrule Historia.
Skyward Sword isn't?
I meant this game.
Oh, it's true. You know, they did have a quote unquote proper placement for Breath of the Wild in the timeline. You know what it is? At the end, generally.
Just
They never came up with the actual placement.
Cool.
Like, what timeline is this? There's 3 separate timelines.
I really struggled to understand how these statues were formed because of this static angle they give you.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell any object separation.
Really?
For my brain, it all just looks like one big rock. But then once you got into the next section,
Can I just mention, I love that the Zonai's head is T-posing for dominance.
I muted to cough, and then you said something funny.
All right. Is this a Zonai? Whoa. They
Zonai, or
they
are you just
look
happy to see me?
different. It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper.
Zelda, that's racist.
Anyways,
Oh my god, so much.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I want to feel your master's.
Yeah, baby. Oh, hello. Hello, yes. Oh, the most dangerous enemies.
You feel really powerful destroying those 3 keys.
Yeah.
This
You're not hurt, are you, Link?
you're not hurt.
Okay, I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but easily the worst part for me in both of these games is the performance they got from the voice actress for Zelda.
Yep.
I don't mean to be a jerk because, like, obviously, you know, she's just doing what she's directed to.
Do you know what I think part of it has to do? And I heard someone talk about this recently. Is how when they translate Japanese into English,
Yeah.
so much of Japanese games and media is based on kabuki theater.
Right.
This is very over the top, and no, you really
Right.
elongate the vowels, and you just don't speak like that.
Right.
In English, especially North American English.
And so much of how they dub at least cartoons is they have to fill the space of...
So it's like, oh, I'm going to get you.
Meanwhile, in Japanese, it was like 15 syllables.
Yeah, it went on for an eternity.
Yeah.
I bet you that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it. I also just am annoyed that they made her kind of British. They made all of the princesses kind of British.
How else will you know they're posh?
They made Princess Zelda kind of British. They made Princess Mifa kind of British.
Yeah.
And also they didn't have a voice actress for her in the earlier game, and you'll find it eventually. They made Riju, the
Which one's
chiefess
Riju?
of the Gerudo, the
yeah.
kid. They made her kind of British in this game, which makes no sense. Culturally, the Gerudo are very clearly based on like various Middle Eastern and South Asian cultures, and they
Yeah.
made her British. I mean,
It's just like every other movie. When you need to show that someone is intelligent and of high status, you give them a transatlantic or British accent.
obviously. Also, you know, we got plot happening. Demon King, teardrop shaped stones.
This mural must be the Great Wall recorded in the royal histories. I'm so excited.
I love that she starts this off by saying, "This is cute." That's the best line delivery of the entire game.
It's also so much exposition
Can I just say I'm bugged by the fact that the whole thing starts off with her saying there was talk about a war all this time ago, blah blah blah. Then she goes through all the plot points of the things on the wall, and then she's like, this must be the war from all that time ago. I'm like, yeah, the thing that you started the monologue with. Like, what? I've been listening.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels like they didn't hire actual writers for this part.
No,
They just let the developers do it.
No, it's a translation thing. I 100% believe
That makes sense.
I would hear shit like that in anime all
Why
the time.
wouldn't a localization team though take the opportunity to? I don't know.
Oh, speaking of localization.
We're so nitpicking. Thus far, I thought this is a friggin' brilliant.
Oh yeah,
game.
no, it's a genius game, and I absolutely love this. I will let you guys know this is not my first time playing through this. And my save file on my personal Switch profile, I may or may not have already completed like over 40 shrines and am getting into the third of the 4 major dungeons. And what is this place?
And I've done about as much exploring.
Just
I'm barely through the game, but I think I've returned like 6 Koroks to their friends. So.
beautiful. Let's continue, Link. I've started to ignore the Koroks.
They're so cute though.
I'm like,
They just want their friends.
I just run past it. I'm like, get fucked, nerd. This is such a great opening.
This is great. Yeah.
You're just like, what the
They make you
fuck?
feel the stakes.
They also make you feel the mystery. Because, like, because so much of it is like, what is this place? What is that arm? What is that stone?
Yeah, I didn't even really realize that there was a third arm there.
And who is this? I wonder who it is. Yeah. No! When this happened to me, it was heartbreaking. It was
Heartbreaking?
I didn't even realize.
Just a scratch.
He's just a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound.
The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from.
Listen to Matt Mercer doing his Vecna voice for this.
I didn't realize that was Mr. Mercer.
God.
Carries that
Yeah, no, fucking everyone's hard up for Matt Mercer as Ganondorf.
who placed his faith in you.
Yeah, I mean, this Ganondorf isn't really doing it for me, but the pictures I've seen of the other Ganondorf,
No.
I can understand.
Yeah, rehydrated Ganon.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Ganon, we're gonna put him in
Just
here.
add water.
Yeah, put some water in a medium-high heat. Stir until rehydrogenized.
Rehydrogenized.
Yeah.
Love that.
I do want to say I love the animation in this. The mixing of 2D and 3D
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gorgeous, and it gives off such great anime vibes.
The fucking
Feels like a Miyazaki.
honestly, it feels like they took all the things that were the best parts of like the Wind Waker
Yeah.
with like the smoke effects and all that.
Yes, totally.
Oh,
So good.
it's so heartbreaking.
Oh, that's okay.
Ooh, what you say?
Magic plot point means we're gonna.
Oh God! Can I give you a hand?
Yeah. Use my good hand.
Oh my God! You know something?
No.
We
Who's
weren't
something?
that distracted during this and we're still only gonna get to gameplay in the next episode.
That is true.
You know what? We're gonna finish this opening for this episode, and then we're gonna play the game next time.
Hey, you know, it was a delightful conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, we've basically covered the whole game. We could just stop now.
We
can't
talked about Zelda being thick. Also,
With
really
many
bad
Cs.
voice acting.
Lots of C's.
That's so many C's. But
Okay.
speaking of not necessarily thick, but
Oh my God, Twink Link in this game.
Twink, Twink.
Oh, Twink, hero of Hyrule, bend down and show us that dog.
You must be the swordsman. That's what she calls you.
That was my nickname in high school. That's a name I haven't heard for a very long time.
Love that.
It had to have been at long enough between the two games for his hair to have grown up that long.
I don't think it grew that long though. I don't think it was that much shorter.
It was a fair bit shorter, I think.
It was in a ponytail.
Your mom was in a pony. I'm sorry.
Also, they're still looking for you when you get to the surface, which makes me think, oh, it's been a couple days.
Weeks.
I don't know if they would still be looking for you
Oh, no.
after weeks.
No, I'm sorry. I mean between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, that's what you mean. Got
I
it.
do know what you mean about, yes, he was in a ponytail that looked about the same length. So it's probably only been like a month or a couple weeks or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it makes sense. Or a couple days maybe. But they were like they are really excited to see him. If it had just been, oh man, you've been missing for like 3 days. It was like, oh man, you've been missing for weeks. I don't know.
I mean, they were looking for him because literally the castle was risen out of the ground.
that would
And
be
they were
true,
like,
yeah.
yeah, you and the princess went missing, and then suddenly the fucking castle started flying, and oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, we missed you, buddy.
All right. And this will be the last thing we do this episode.
Oh.
Ah, the Master Shiv.
The things I would do to that. Next time on this show. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Talking about the Master Sword, and you're like, oh, the things I would do to the Master Sword? I'm like, oh, God. All right. Anyways, bye, everybody.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they make Master Sword dildos.
I'm going to finish this episode.